This video is going to show you how to work or change the web store configuration. Our web store configuration is actually done on your main software or your server software or headquarter software. People call it by different names. And there we're going to have on the regular application, we have an option under configure that says web store configure. We're going to click on web store configure, and there we have literally a few hundred different configuration options that we can set as we wish. Once we've changed those, every time we make any change, we're going to hit OK. Some of those changes, most of those changes will affect the operation or how the web store operates or looks. When we make those changes, generally they're going to be automatically uploaded to the web store via ExpertMart's normal synchronization. But after it's done there, again, because it affects the way the web store works, we have to go into the web store. So we go over to our web page where we normally have our web store open, and at the main page or the starting point of the web store, sometimes it may have the word written home here, but if it has home, we're going to erase home. You have the basic web store, and you're generally going to have a name after it. It could say store, could say shop, could say something else. We're going to manually, after that, type in the word config for configure. Why do we have to do that manually? Because we don't want the configuration options to be something that a normal user of the web store might just stumble upon by accident. So it has to be a very deliberate thing to go up here and hit after the name of the web store, edit out anything that's there, and just leave the word config. When we do that, we get to the config screen, and this is what the config screen looks at. And first thing we need to do is log in to the configuration. So there's a configuration login. We're used to on the web store having the customers log in. This is totally independent of the customers login. This is a special login user and password that you were given for your web store. So we're going to type in the username and the password and log in. Once we log in, then we see the configuration. Just to clarify, we're now using a web page, a web browser, to look on the web page of the web store and using configuration options there. The one that's in red says reload, and again, the configuration can tell the web store, for example, to no longer show brands or show the seasons on the left side. It can really radically change the way the web store looks and operates. So for that reason, when we've made major changes to the configuration, or any changes actually we need to apply, we're going to come over and like I've shown you here, log in, and once we've logged in, we're going to click on this reload. And you're going to click on the reload and make sure to only click on it once, because that is resetting the web store. What we see as a result of the first click, it goes back to web store configuration. The restarting or reloading of the web store and its configuration can take upwards of 5 minutes. During that time, the web store is going to show up as not online, or out of service. So you want to pick probably what time of day or night or whatever that you do that, and also try to avoid doing it so often. So we're not going to wait for that to finish, but that is all that needs to be done, and then you should see any changes that you've made in the configuration of web store configuration should then show up on the web store online. So that's all that I wanted to explain in this video.